From encountering a mysterious creature to seeing a floor to breathe. Interested? Come with me. Hey guys, we are from the channel, Another Curiosity, and stay with the 7 scariest things found in the forest. 7. Maine, Wessie hikers in Riverbank Park stumbled upon something you wouldn't normally see on a hiking trail, at least in rural Maine. It was a snakeskin, but not a small garter snake, it was 10 feet long. Locals saw the creature slithering across the area. The police once saw him eat a beaver. The snake is even called Wessie, a tribute not only to its region, but also to the Loch Ness Monster. While it appears the snake didn't harm anyone, police still warn local residents to be careful and report any sightings to them. It is presumed that the snake itself was a pet python that was no longer wanted by its owner and had been dumped in the park. 6. Cabin in the woods. What sounds like a quintessential horror movie trope is actually something that exists, or existed, in the California desert. When an Arcata, California resident walked through the Arcata Community Forest, he noticed a small cabin that seemed invisible amidst the dense vegetation. He called the police as it is illegal for people to camp or stay in the forest. When the police arrived, they opened the booth and entered. They found a small living space, with canned goods, water supply, and even a library. It looked like the cabin has been maintained by someone since 2010. Before the police left, they hung a sign in the hut that said one should pack and vacate the hut. However, a few days later, the police found no one in the cabin, because the entire cabin had been dismantled. The only thing left on the site was the symbol of the international squatter. To make it even scarier, there were no signs of machinery or vehicles in that area, and no one saw anyone dismantle it. 5. The California alien. A California forest appears once again on this list, but this time on the edge of a woman's backyard. San Jose resident Gianna Papones heard a scream one night and went outside to investigate. She encountered what appeared to be a slimy, pink alien. It was already dead when Gianna saw it, and she quickly took pictures of the thing and posted them on her Facebook. Understandably, she asked her Facebook friends what it could be. While there is speculation as to what the thing is, there seems to be a consensus that it is the fetus of a deer. A photo of a whole deer fetus was also posted and the two photos were compared. The fetus Gianna found in her backyard that night was probably half-eaten by other animals. Whatever it is, finding something like this can still be disturbing. 4. Holocaust artifacts. One of the most notoriously gruesome historical events was the Holocaust, where Jews were held in concentration camps where they died of natural causes or at the hands of Nazi soldiers. In a concentration camp in Poland, something scary was found that wasn't inside the actual camp, but in the nearby forest. At the Stutthof concentration camp, now a museum, a walk through the woods revealed several artifacts that included pieces of prisoners' uniforms, belts, and shoes. The items were about a foot deep and spread over hundreds of square meters, which isn't too surprising given that around 85,000 of the 110,000 prisoners died while they were there. One official, who has worked there for 30 years, said no one had ever noticed these things in the forest until now. 3. Take a deep breath. Various living beings can be found in the forest. Hikers may pay attention to plants and animals, but they don't value the terrain. That was not the case for a Canadian. Brian Nuttall was taking a walk through a Nova Scotia forest one day when he came across a strange sight. The ground was moving. No, it wasn't an earthquake. The floor seemed to be breathing. Brian even filmed and posted the video on a Facebook group called We Love Nova Scotia. While the sight can be a little spooky and strange, Brian believes it could be the work of the very strong winds that day blowing under the blanket of the forest floor, thanks to the trees in that area being cut down and smaller roots being loosened by the winds. When strong winds blow under the forest floor, they push the ground up. This may be speculation, but it's still a rational explanation. 2. Underground bunkers. Another World War II artifact appears again, but this time it's an entire building. This is not just any building, but an underground bunker in a forest in Germany. While walking through the woods, a group of friends stumbled upon a pair of curved periscopes sticking out of the ground. Upon investigation, they found an entrance to an underground bunker and entered armed with a camera. They went through several corridors. Some were straight, others curved. There were many dead ends and strange discoveries, like some graffiti that said, "Hello Satan, I love you," a strange painting of black lines on a wall, a pair of gloves, and a shoe stuck in the mud. Before the camera died, the friends managed to snap a picture of a strange white substance hanging from the ceiling. After that, they left the mysterious bunker. Point 1, Suicide Forest. Corpses are sometimes found in forests, especially in Aokigahara, located at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan. It is the circumstance that people's deaths met suicide, more commonly referred to as the suicide forest. This place is one of the 3 most famous places to commit suicide in the world. In 2002, 78 bodies were found, 105 in 2003 and 54 in 2010, although an estimated 200 people attempted suicide that year. There have even been annual body searches by staff and volunteers since the 1970s. Authorities have tried to stop more suicides from happening by posting a sign that urges suicidal visitors to seek help and think about how their act will affect their family. We are producing videos on Wednesday and Friday here on the channel. If you liked it, don't forget to leave your like and activate the notification bell to stay on top of all the news. I'm waiting for you in the next video.